You know what time it is. It's GOAT time. Time for Wayne's World. Time for Lil Wayne to talk draft and Lakers. And by the way, he was unfortunately at last night's Laker game here in LA. But draft first. All right, let's go to the hottest story of the night.
Why are you smiling like that?
That thing was ugly last night. Well, I just knew it was going to be all right.
I smell Paul.
But he a Laker hater too.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'm not at all.
All right.
But the truth is.
Let's go to that flashpoint pick when all of a sudden, out of the blue, the Atlanta Falcons take, Michael Penix Jr., and your reaction to that was what?
I had to pick my pause. I had to pick my jaw up. I didn't know what was going on. I thought they was going. Brock Bauer because of the Georgia and then of course because of Kirk. They got Kirk already. The first thing I thought about, Aaron and Jordan. Oh. That's the first thing I thought about. Aaron Rodgers and Jordan. That was the same type of situation.
Well, and it is. Yeah. And they talked afterward about the Green Bay model for this. Jordan sat for 3 years waiting.
Yeah, but Jordan is young.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike already.
He's like 24.
He's a civilian.
Yeah.
He can actually go rent a car.
He's a full civilian.
He can go rent a car in another month.
Yeah.
It's a good pickup for them. I don't really care about his age because I'm only asking him. In fact, I like the fact that he's a little older. That means he's been through some stuff. He's been around for a little bit.
You don't need it in Atlanta.
I know that's right.
Stop it. But in the end, this was the right move for him. It was weird when it happened, but it's the right move for them.
Agreed.
Because this is a 2-year deal for Kirk Cousins, Lil Wayne. And in the end, it could turn out to be a 1-year deal, depending on what Kirk Cousins does to do this year. And when you look at it, they can sit up and say, you know what, we're going to put them in a battle in 25 and figure it out. Because nowadays, it's different. Before, nowadays, they'll eat $50 million to keep it moving. You just see what they did to Russell Wilson. They like, get out of here. We owe you how much? Never mind. They'll do the same thing. That's why when you start hearing the conversations about moving on from the receivers in San Francisco, possibly moving on from Dak Prescott, they'll just, nowadays, these owners, they're going to eat that salary cap up and swallow it whole and not even worry about it.
Or just take it from the position like, okay, we are spending $55 or $60 million at the quarterback position.
Yes.
And they won't just let him go. They'll say, hey, Kirk, you're going to be the backup.
Oh, you're going to be the backup.
Right. And that's, I love the pick, too, though. I love the pick. I thought it was a great pick for Atlanta.
And he doesn't have to play today. That's the beauty.
Best part about it.
Yeah, you don't have to play today.
That's the best part about it.
So you are an LSU fan.
Yes.
How did you feel about Caleb going over Jaden Daniels?
I knew that was going to, everybody knew that was going to happen. There was no feelings about that. I mean, I believe that Jaden's a better quarterback.
You do?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay. Well, so did Chicago make a mistake?
No, not at all. I believe that Chicago needs a rock star. They haven't had a rock star at quarterback in a long time.
That's a good way of putting it, too. That is a great way of putting it because they never wrap things around the quarterback in a passing game and giving him all that talent at wide receiver. No. They're saying we're doing something different. And you're right. They had a rock star, but he wasn't really, Jimmy Man.
But he wasn't great.
You know what I mean? Right. And I love Jim, too. I love him, too. But you're right. Now they get a rock star at quarterback coming from Hollywood. That is great. It's great, though.
Yeah, what they got to do, though, is they got to, if they plan on making him a rock star and utilizing him at the level that I anticipate, they got to start off fast. Because once that weather change in Chicago, they going to do what they do. They going to play defense. They're working on a new
stadium, though,
well, that's 10 years from now, man. It looked pretty, though, the one that I saw. But when that weather changes, whether it's playing on the road in a Green Bay or at home in Chicago.
That's a fact.
You're going to have to run that football. And that thing changed in October. It ain't like California and all these other places. In October, it changes like that. So that's going to be key for them to get off to an early, fast start and win some games and put them in their back pocket.
All right. The last time you were here a week ago, you made your case for Drake May being the best quarterback in this crop. He did go third, right in order, to the New England Patriots. Did you love that pick for them?
I did.
Yeah?
I did. I do. I like that pick. I actually do.
Okay.
And not because of no time and all that. I just believe they have a solid quarterback, someone solid at the quarterback position, and then now they can work around. They could deal with everything else.
Yeah. I never loved Drake May. Why did you love him? What sold you?
I believe he's solid.
Yeah.
He's
got prototype, man. He's the
I mean, not just last year, but the year before that in his first year, he was not awesome.
He was.
Yeah.
And then they struggled, but he lost his best receiver.
Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't have the receivers. He's very athletic. I look at him a lot like Justin Herbert. On top of that, here's again another guy that does not have to play like a Michael Penix. He doesn't have to play this year. Yeah. They got Jacoby Brissett, which is Jacoby Brissett. This is not a team that's going to compete within that division this year. They're just not. They're not going to compete with Buffalo, Miami, or the Jets. Yeah. It's just not. So you can let Jacoby Brissett be a punching bag for a year.
I know, but the pressure on that organization,
but they willing to give Gerard, the owners are willing to give Gerard Mayo, one of their own, the opportunity and the time to build this thing right. They don't have anything.
Right.
They don't have anything.
But there's pressure that no one can do anything. You can't dissipate this pressure because he's coming behind Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
Well, he's gonna be behind. He's gonna be behind Tom Brady till he wins a Super Bowl.
Exactly right. So you can't just coddle him along because he's going to be measured to Tom Brady. Like, when are we getting him going? So you're going. It's going to be interesting to see how Gerard Mayo takes this.
Yeah, but you got Jacoby Brissett there for a reason because you were going to draft a young guy, and he's just there to teach him how to get to the stadium. That's all he's there for. Be the punching bag so that the kid knows when he sees that blitz when they're in film room. See how he hit Jacoby? We don't want you to get hit like that. That's what it's for.
But once they see Jacoby get hit a few times, they're going to
exactly.
they're going to call for that young guy. That's just what it is.
All right, up next, I hate to do this to you, but we got to.
I can't explain it because if I can explain it, then I'd definitely call Irvin first and explain it to him.
His phone going to be disconnected in a minute.
Yeah, I was about to say, what phone?
Stop, man. Y'all got to worry about getting swept.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, I can't worried about the Lakers.
I can't explain it. And also just seeing that being there last night, it was kind of demoralizing.
What hit you up close and personal? What was happening? Because you got good insight into this. What are the Nuggets? Did they just sort of own you psychologically? Did you see?
I wasn't even focused on the Nuggets now. The Nuggets at that point to me, they at that old Warriors point to me, that old Patriots point. They at that point, you know what I mean? Like, well, they gonna win. So nothing surprises me.
We've seen this movie.
Yeah, nothing surprises me about that.
You have to put it in like a movie genre. Would it be a comedy, horror, sci-fi, or thriller?
No, it's a horror.
It's a horror movie.
It is horror.
Yeah, we got two of the top 8 dudes in the NBA on our team.
That look like a comedy to me.
And they do so well, man. They do so well, and then all of a sudden, a quarter comes, like the third quarter, and then we just forget how to play basketball.
Dude,
it was just disconnect. You could look and see certain people on the
look like that.
Certain people on the court playing for real, but look like they only playing for real, and it's just one or two of them. And they linking eye to eye, like, okay, just you and I gonna get it. And it's like, what's going on?
So
you can see the rest of everybody else.
Trying to blow it up, though, Paul.
You can see Coach don't really have no control.
Nope, no control.
Trying to blow it up.
Man, listen,
blow it up.
LeBron had how many coaches over the last 6 years? What, 3 or 4?
3.
3? So it's the coach now. Now, how many different players did get shuffled in and out? So is it the supporting cast now? I'm just saying, how many more excuses
Ain't no excuse.
are we going to give to LeBron and AD? Somebody's got to get thrown under the bus, and it's never them. It's never your main captains, your stars.
Because it can't be Brian. It can't be Brian, man.
I mean, but why not? Why not take accountability?
Because he is 1,000 years old and he playing his heart out. And that guy next to him, who he already told, this is your throne, son. You got to do it. He turned his back on. He turned his back on the throne.
Okay, quick question. Did LeBron play his heart out in the fourth quarter of Game 1 at Denver?
I know you was about to do this. Now he gave up. I don't know what happened.
No, he didn't give up.
He just didn't come to the party.
He shut it down.
He just didn't participate at a full strength. That's all.
Checked out.
No, he didn't check out. He just didn't participate in the way we wanted to see him participate.
He said, y'all, you know what? You do it. You do it.
I'm going to go checked out.
Yeah, I believe that could be a little bit of the case that y'all go ahead and y'all do it for whatever reasons, whatever issues that they might or may not be having. The coach and AD, it's just a lot.
Tired of walking in here and feeling like I'm the only one who want to get to where we trying to get to.
Good point.
And that wears on you as a player.
Yeah.
When you feel that way about your teammates not coming to the party with you, you tend to, at times, you just feel a certain way, Skip.
Yeah, but if you like, we talk about
it's hard as hell.
Listen, we talk about the coach and we talk about the personnel. Has LeBron had his hand on everything that's been done?
It feels that way. Yes.
Throughout the organization.
It feels that way.
Right?
It feels that way.
I mean, some would say he is the coach.
I don't know.
Some would say he is the GM.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. He's got a lot of power and a lot of say.
So at the end of the day, when we point at Darvin Ham, when we point at D'Lo, when we point at Austin Reeves, who's really behind everything?
Yeah. Okay, that means the coach is not going to be here next year, and D'Lo is not going to be here next year. Bets, no D'Lo.
If in fact, put it this way, it's over with. Sweet whether they get swept or win one, it's over with. They're not going to win. They're not coming back from 3-0.
All right.
So in the end, blow the damn thing up, Skip.
Because when you hit bottom was D'Lo, as we saw a shot of him on the bench late in the game, and you described to me as it looked like he had his cell phone.
It looked like a cell phone.
Okay. And he's also eating with the other hand?
Yeah, he has something in his hand. He's chewing on it, and it looked like a cell phone.
I've never seen that.
It's over, man.
Whether it was a cell phone, him eating, or him just sitting by himself.
It's over.
It's over.
Less than 4 minutes to go in the game, and you sitting off to the side when everybody in the huddle, that's just a bad look all the way around. Yeah. It's just a bad look all the way around. In the playoffs. This ain't the preseason game where you taking your tape off while the scrubs is getting ready to get some minutes. This is just a bad look.
As you know better than anybody, and you really know, these are the Los Angeles Lakers of Magic and Kobe.
They wasn't having
Shaq.
No, they wasn't having that.
They're just, come on.
But that's all part of leadership, too.
On everything, I thought of Kobe last night. When I got up and walked out, I thought of that. As I walked out, I glanced at the bench.
What, 5 minutes left?
Yeah, something like that. I looked at the bench and I just quickly thought, like, Kobe wouldn't have that.
No. A lot of guys that are at a certain level
already know 23,
not having it.
23 and y'all ain't about to sit on the bench.
But it's also, but it's also a situation where the behavior has been such that that's what's going to be tolerated. That never would be the case to start without the gate from training camp on. You wouldn't it wouldn't even be that.
What I meant, the reason why I say that is because when I got up to walk out and I was disappointed and I looked at the bench, it seemed like I was more disappointed about the loss than the team was.
Great point.
They were still.
That's exactly it. He hit the nail on the head.
He hit the nail on the head. Lakers no more, man. Speak on the Celtics. Because y'all lost. Y'all won one.
But we still in the playoffs. Y'all
we
got
are too.
1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Y'all in the playoffs. Y'all at the front. Y'all at the door. Y'all at the door ready to twist the knob and walk out.
You don't believe that.
True.
You don't believe that. Here, hold this.
Man, go on, man, with all that, man.
Hold that, man.
Come on, man.
Hold that.
All right, up next, we get back to the draft. Which team made the better move? Minnesota landing J.J. McCarthy or Denver taking Bo Nix? That's interesting. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.